Cameron Grimes was released by WWE yesterday, and he posted a tearful video following his dismissal from the company. Man, a talented young guy, but I guess WWE was just ready to go in a new direction. Ted, can you talk to us a little bit about your time around Cameron and him as a person and performer?
Well, I mean, when I went down there and, of course the reason they took me down to NXT was because, Cameron had in real life, I guess, made a pretty big hit. Like he invested in the stock market and got a big, feedback, like a lot of money. And so that gave them the idea to, like bring me in and use me, as part of that tale. And, I liked him. He was a good guy. I mean, good guy, fair worker. I mean, I was like, I wouldn't say that Cameron was like, oh gosh, wait till this guy gets to WWE type of thing. But he was no slouch either. So, kind of, I feel sorry for him, but it's like, it is what it is.
The nature of the business, right? It's highly competitive. There's really, there's really only a couple sources to make full-time money in professional wrestling, and every time a new talent shows up, one talent in theory is got to go or is losing TV time.
Well, and again, back to my time down in Orlando with Cameron, but the other guy that was part of that was LA Knight.
Yeah,
and he's off and running.
Look at him go. Yeah,
absolutely. Happy for him.
So it's, to your point, man, it's like there's two sides of every coin, and it's, hey, some folks get to move on and go on and do big things. Some folks have to, as they say, go learn a new hold. And I think that's how these guys need to view it, right? It's like, you go learn a new hold, go to a new territory and find out something new. Well, Ted, Cameron, he is a young guy with a lot of time left in wrestling ahead of him. When you were around him and kind of, spending an awful lot of time around him, I assume, did he have a lot of questions for you along the way as you were working with him?
Well, not really. What they allowed me to do is have a couple of sessions with everybody where I was, basically in the ring taking questions or ringside taking questions from the youngsters, and of course, and I don't recall anything that Cameron may have asked me that was, because I'm getting hit from every direction. But anyway, I just answered all their questions as honestly as I could.
What advice would you give to Cameron and other wrestlers who have been released by the company? So, I mean, look, these guys have made it to the pinnacle of professional wrestling. It's WWE. It's what they've dreamed of since they were kids. Now, all of a sudden, that dream has been wiped away. What advice would you give to those young folks?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Seriously, because if that's all I've ever dreamed of doing, I guess the first thing I would want to know is, okay, tell me why you're releasing me and what can I do to make it different?